those of you who are just joining and have never come on my lives before, my name is Salome. Practice Holy Fire, Karuna Reiki, as well as Animal Reiki. So for those of you who have some furry friends nearby, they may want to also engage. So for those of you who are joining, Reiki is an energy healing modality that works with your consent. So if you would like to receive the healing, you just have to acknowledge this is something that you would like to experience. This is something that you would like and consent to. Don't need to look at the screen if you don't want to. You're welcome to close your eyes. The energy will do what it needs for you. Acting in your highest good, always in your highest good. So do whatever feels good, do whatever feels comfortable. If you feel like sleeping, if you feel like moving around, if you like meditating, sometimes energy in different ways. You might feel like giggling, emotions may come up. Just let them be. Just allow yourself to experience without judgment. This may be very new for some of you as well, so you may experience something different. Just allow. You just have to allow. Where did my music go? You don't understand what it is I'm doing? That's okay. So I'm sending energy. So I'm sending Reiki. Reiki is a higher consciousness energy that helps in balancing our energetic field. It allows us to release stagnant energy and stagnant emotions. It provides calm and healing and well-being. That was very loud. Reiki is really allowing our energy to come back into harmony, allowing our body to become more in harmony with our mind and with our soul, with our heart. Okay, Google, next. Hello. How are you? I'm sitting in a different chair today. And it doesn't allow me to go crisscross applesauce as easily. Namaste, namaste. What I'll do is I'll swipe this way. I haven't been on for a very long time, Shauna. sauto ira num coratias no moto isiera te kia na ora takamoto ira num suara tinira ti siera takamata shimoto ira. Yeah, I work. I'm athletic. In my summoning seat. Go ahead. Era da mora tiniera sao koro tu ishina mutu ira na mote ira si nera tikinia tarashina mate ira si yata mukoto ira mukoto shinoto. Yasiera ta mukoto shinoto ira yamukune ira tia te si ira tanama yata karati. Awane ane nera na naura si nieri tia namari tia naura takayara tashina mutu ira tasina matania. Ayara muere niana mare tiara tama kanyara tiara mansi nieri tinia. Ayana heya naura naura kumete. Heya naura naura tuira tini kinyara tasina. I am on my deck. Hello. Ayara takashnama suete nimitira takatsuta shnamutira sanamuatanya. Aurto shmut. Asoit ira takum kurtiat ocean kurtia namuarati. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. What's happening with my music? That's normal. Just allow yourself. If you feel like staying Charlie, sometimes, there might be something that you're needing. This is healing energy. So it might have a calming effect. It might draw you in a way because there's an imbalance in your energy. I'm feeling an overwhelming heart-centeredness today. I'm feeling a lot of pressure in the heart space today, more so than I have last few times. Rien en particulier. I encourage those of you, this may seem a little silly, it's okay. But I truly believe that those of us who find this page find it for a reason. So before judging it, just allow yourself to chill. It doesn't have to be serious. Nothing has to be serious. I'm just here to relax. Get whatever it is that we need. Oh, really, Dead Phoenix? It's okay. I channel light codes. Channel light language. Some of us need to take a breath. When was the last time you took a deep breath? Thank you, Charles. Thank you. When you guys take a breath, I'd really encourage you to really pay attention to how it feels. What does it feel like to hold oxygen in your body? Where do you feel this oxygen in your body? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your heart? You might feel it up here. You might feel it down here. This music is driving me nuts. Okay, Google, play nature sounds. Too much changing. Too much changing around. Hi. Chest in the front of your head, yeah. Solar plexus. Okay, Google, play forest sounds, please. There we go, that's what I want. Making you sleepy, that's okay. Maybe you need to be sleepy. Maybe you need to sleep. Allow yourself, just allow yourself to sleep. It's okay. If you fall asleep, you still receive the energy healing. someone's dog. We are in the big outdoors. Awara tanamora tinira da sura da shna tinira da sewe tinira da kura tushna tinira. Thank you very much for the gifts, Dan. Kayara tanamora tini kini tira da saut uishmut ira fatani ataro mukura tusinirti. Ewe iratini veriti asurati shmurti suta iratana tini yaranora tesiratine vetini atanamakarti. Hawata iana mukuru tushna matia sawati makia tawis utu iramukunati arasawa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey na waranama kurte snus. Denise. Eni erana makariti ana haidionte. Ewe irete na murtus na piritira sieta ukrutush. Eeta ora toko irete na makia na unku. Nki ia. A aura na aki a aura tokurat eishnamos ut ayarataka yata aura kumarati aura tanamosi ratana mokane rata sawa te rata saura tush erataka shurati tira feirati nirana tinirata sanamoterti evenia Kut erati soariti shnamata sirata matu ateirata kausa eyanamata. Awateira namawarati arasa warati ata ukurutushu utira morati eirata kawarati nama. There's a lot of balancing. Trying to find harmony between our heart, our solar plexus, and our sacral chakra. Really using our breath. Allow yourself to use your breath to connect to this part of you. Hi Kelly, how are you? Yenamura tu sanamuara tina ora ti kiara ta shamota sira ti fanitia. Aora to ku ira ta ora ta shamota ira ti mora tu sura ti na ira tu sura ti ira ta sira ta Reiki. So I knew a little bit about Reiki because my stepfather knew someone who was a Reiki practitioner a long, long time ago. It is amazing, yes. And I just had little pebbles along the way. My father ended up getting sick and I started getting a little bit more curious about it after he passed. I might change the music soon just because I like having a little bit more dynamism. I don't have my regular seat. How are you doing, Liz? Hi, Irene. How are you out? What color is the light? You mean the light is normal? I don't really work that way, Liz. I don't really identify the color of the energy necessarily. I channel light codes. So light codes are not Reiki, but it's a form of high frequency energy that's transmuted or transmitted through speech. So if you feel, when I channel light language, if you feel the shift in your body, if it feels familiar, if it feels effective, light language is truly a language that is understood on the heart and the soul level. It is a language very much like music, where you may not understand the words being spoken with your brain, with concepts of the mind, but you understand the underlying sensation, you understand the underlying emotion that it transmits, because it speaks to us. It speaks to us on a different plane. It speaks to us in a completely different way, on an energetic level, right? Just like music. Just like music, you can listen to a song from, You don't understand the lyrics that are being said, but you understand the emotion that is being evoked. You understand the story the music is telling you by the way that it makes you feel. Light language is very similar. Light language is the story that you are being told, the healing that is being given to you, that you are receiving, in a way that can only be interpreted by your heart and by your soul. Like opera, you feel it. And honestly, music in itself, I really truly believe is a form of energy healing in itself. There are moments where the energy that wants to come out of my body is in song. It's just in sounds. It's not even in syllables. Where melody wants to come out, where notes want to come out, and there's something to be said about the healing of sound. Sound is incredibly powerful. So those moments where you feel the urge or you feel the impulse to express vocally, allow yourself to express vocally in the way that feels right for you, feels right in your body and in your heart. It's okay. Sometimes it's a matter of getting out of the thinking and just being in the being. Allow yourself to be in your body and not in your head. But at the same time, if it's not for you, that's okay. It's not for everyone. There are a lot of people where it does affect them, and there are people where it may not. It's okay. I'm so sorry about your migraine. Thank you for the compliment. Yes, very much, yes. I'm working with, ever since I got my animal Reiki certification, I've been really exploring using the energy of Gaia and the Tree of Life, which is a very beautifully grounding energy. And so it feels like an anchor. It feels like we are being just rooted into the earth, and it is a beautiful feeling. Yes, I love the birds. What am I doing with my hands? So I'm practicing Reiki. I'm sending Reiki healing. So what my hands are doing is they guide the energy in ways. They manipulate the energy. They also draw codes, and using mudras kind of directs the energy and kind of codes the energy in a certain way. So we have all of these chakras, we have these energy centers all through our bodies. We have the 7 main chakras along our spine, but we have chakras in all of our articulations. They are energy points, and so it's a way of allowing that energy to flow and kind of almost kind of programming what it is that we're sending. Thank you very much for it. Reiki is beautiful. I'm a morning person and night owl. I stay up late, certainly. Stay up late, but I wake up to the sunshine, so I usually wake up at 6:37 against my will. Right now it's about 10:30, 11 p.m. So to learn Reiki, I actually teach Reiki. I'm a master teacher, so I do teach Reiki. Reiki is not something that usually you just kind of, I mean, there are books. The Healing Touch is a book that you can read. And I don't have that many books about it, to be honest. It's not something that you can just you can't learn Reiki through videos. Reiki is an energy that has to be transferred. So for you to be able to channel Reiki, for you to be able to practice Reiki, you have to go through a certification where you have a master teacher that places you in the energy or attunes you to the energy of Reiki. Hi, Jonathan. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Hi, Cherry. Reiki is a beautiful healing modality. So the level one, in level one you learn Reiki so that you can practice on yourself. In level two you learn how to practice on others. Yep, no, you can learn remotely. You can learn remotely. When I say that you can't learn Reiki through videos, what I mean by that is Reiki is not something that you learn cognitively. Reiki is something that you have to have a master teacher teaching you. I do most of my Reiki classes through Zoom. I do all of my Reiki classes through Zoom, honestly, right now. So absolutely you can do it remotely. That's totally fine. I also learned Reiki remotely, right? I learned Reiki through Zoom during the pandemic. Because energy is not, as you can experience right now, right? Energy is not limited to our concepts of time and space. And what that means is that energy can be felt and exchanged and shared because of the fact that it's not tied to our concept of dimensionality. So when we learn Reiki together, we learn the history of Reiki, we learn what the symbols are, we understand what it means, we understand the values of it. We understand the energy system, the chakral system, and then we get placed in the energy, and where we are opened up as a channel to be able to channel the Reiki ourselves. Absolutely. Yeah, doing it in person could probably be very intimate. But everyone is different, right? Some people feel uncomfortable being in the presence of other people, right? So doing it virtually almost might make some people feel more safe. They feel more safe to be vulnerable because they are not forced to share a physical space. So everyone is different. In-person Reiki and distance Reiki are there isn't a whole big difference between them. had to turn off my ring light because my battery is dying. So welcome to the live, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, for those of you who are new, thank you for joining me. My name is Salome. I am a Karuna, a Holy Fire 3 Karuna World Peace Reiki Master Teacher. It is of the Usui tradition. It is of the lineage of the Usui tradition. I also practice animal Reiki for those of you who have some furry friends or some feathered, scaly friends. No, you don't be sorry, Deontay. You never have to be sorry. Never ever have to be sorry. I haven't been on for a very long time, so you haven't missed a lot. I do have a YouTube link tree in my bio. I do. So for those of you who miss me, when I have to take a little bit of a break, so I don't have a class scheduled right now. So a class is a full 2 days, right? A class is not just a quick thing. It's a full 2 days of instruction. So I have to schedule my next one. So I don't have any classes upcoming right now. But please send me an email at reikiwithsalome@gmail.com if this is something that you're really interested in. Yeah, it's 2 8-hour days. It's 2 8-hour days. So if you're interested in learning, please send me an email so that I kind of know what the demand is, and I can start looking on what will work. It's kind of complicated because I do have another employment that I do during the day, and so scheduling classes has to be timed in a very specific way. Yes, please do send me an email. And yeah, it's 2 days, but it's 2 pretty intense days. It's two full 8-hour days normally. It's usually like 9 to 5 on a Saturday and a Sunday, or maybe 2 weekends split apart. So on on day 1 you'll learn level 1. On day 2 you'll learn level 2. And then if you ever want to progress to the master level, which I haven't developed a class for yet, much to the dismay of a couple people, I'm so sorry, I have to organize that. The master level is 3 full days of instruction, so it's pretty intense. I can help clear your energy and your cords and attachments, yeah. But I don't really identify witchcraft. I don't have Venmo. I don't know what Venmo is, but I should probably get it. Oh, you're so sweet, Deontay. Thank you, love. I'm not going to engage in that, Mike. Sorry. A lot of that, if you believe in black magic, you're kind of giving power to it as well. I see. Could I recommend somebody? Yeah, you might want to look up Witch's Gifts. Psychic Medium Shelley, or Witch's Gifts on TikTok. She's pretty powerful human being. Jonathan, it's so weird seeing you with a different name. It's throwing me off. I'm Canadian. I'm in BC. What are the topics that go over? Oh, that's no good. Salome live outside. Yeah, that's me. The topics that we talk about, well, we learn about Reiki. We learn about where Reiki came from. We learn about what Reiki is. We learn about chakras and auras and meridians. We learn about the ethics of Reiki. We learn about how energy kind of works in general. We learn about the history of Reiki. We learn how to do a healing on ourselves. We learn how to do a full healing on others. We learn about the symbols that channel different types of energy. We learn about different techniques. There's a lot of stuff that we learn. This chair is not good. Nice. Oh, I'm so glad that your head is feeling better. That's wonderful. It just kind of found me. Um, I've always been curious about things that are not in the mainstream. I've always been curious about astrology and Chinese astrology and palmistry. And I remember as a child I was very curious about that kind of stuff. And I remember my stepfather telling me about Reiki one day. We were actually, must have been like 11, and we were at this pier, and this woman came up to him, I guess she was practicing, and asked if she could give him Reiki, and he was familiar with it already because he had had a partner that was a Reiki practitioner. And I was very curious about it, and it kind of like stuck in the back of my mind for a very long time. And then I started my spiritual journey, and I started getting more into meditation. I was starting to become more open to the concept of energy, and my father got sick, and I started looking into it a little bit more. And then just one thing led to another, and I felt really drawn to it. And I found out that this was something that I was meant to do, and here I am. No, you don't have to be able to meditate to do Reiki. That's not necessary. Speaking Elvish. I channel light language, but I do have a deep connection to the Fae, to the Elves, to Lyrans, Starseed, for those of you who believe or connect to Starseed energy. Lyrans are very deeply connected to what we consider Elvish energy, Fae energy, Lemurian energy. I love you, Deontay. Thank you. I needed to hear that. So, Starseed, the ideas around Starseeds is that our energy, our souls here on Earth, we incarnate and reincarnate and reincarnate. And this idea that starseeds, so beings or energies from different galaxies right outside our own, come and incarnate here on Earth. And for those of you who believe in past lives, right, many of us have lived many, many different lives, and so there are different types of starseeds, or different species, if you will, of starseeds. So people speak of Lyrans, people speak of Arcturians or Pleiadians, right, from the Pleiades. Syrians from the constellation of Sirius. Lemurians were were a civilization on Earth, very much like Atlantis, right? Atlantean energy. We have avians, the blue avians, draconians. There are many different energies that we may resonate with that are from elsewhere. So Lyrans are a very, very ancient energy coming from the constellation of Lyra, that have connections with many other energies, right? A lot of these energies kind of intermingle in a way. No, not witchcraft, just Reiki. You can believe what you want to believe. I do what I do. So sometimes we pick up attachments. If we've gone through something, or if we have had attachments with other people, oftentimes when we shine bright, we tend to attract energies, darker, kind of lower vibrational energies feed off of that. And so when we open ourselves up to them, sometimes we can get energetic attachments. Sometimes we end up getting these attachments through trauma. There's a lot of different ways that this might happen. And so having a good cleansing practice, boundaries, helps in cutting ties with whatever dark shadow it is that is being drawn to you. Oh yeah, the Eastern medicine has so much wisdom to share. We have this tendency in the West, in kind of the global West, right, to trivialize the value of the knowledge and the wisdom in the medicine from the eastern part of the world, which is deeply connected with this understanding of the body and the mind and the soul as a whole, as energy, the importance of energy, and not putting band-aids on things, right? It acknowledges that we may not be able to see or measure everything that it is that's happening. There's this deeper understanding of what's going on. There's a tremendous amount of value in Eastern medicine, absolutely. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, so absolutely. They tend to they tend to attach to people who are kind of in the lower vibrations for a while, that have like a very bright inner light but are in the lower vibrations. So if you are in depression, if you are in addiction, you're opening yourself up in a way for these things to kind of come through. So I'm doing well. But it's nothing to be afraid of. Don't allow that kind of knowledge um, to make you feel despairing, is my encouragement. Um, it's an acknowledgement you can make and an awareness you can have in how um, sometimes, right, that state of depression you may feel, it's kind of like a cycle where the shadow kind of perpetuates it. So the more you can kind of detach and kind of cut ties with it and have that dark shadow kind of taken away, whether you have external help, right, with a Reiki practitioner or some other type of energy healer, you know, that's always helpful. Get an energy clearing, allow yourself to vibrate a little bit higher so that you can shake it off. It's nice to see you, Jonathan. I don't even know what time it is. Mm-hmm. 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 Saura tokiera tiniera no korotiniera te saura te shima siera te kuma. Awayera te kiera sawayera te amore tu siera te kumora tia namora tia saura te shima tia. I'm just being me. Your higher power is nature, but you don't really know what it means. We have a deep, deep connection to Mother Earth. The Earth has this beautiful, beautiful energy to her. And it could be very much that, you know, there's a deep connection that you feel where you find much of your power in that connection you have with Gaia. Yeah, Reiki, it's not even through the phone, so the Reiki isn't working through the phone. It works through intention. So if you think about a cell phone, right? If you think about a cell phone, when you communicate with someone through a cell phone, there is no visible, tangible connection between these two devices. You have someone who dials a number that's sending out the intention. I want to send Reiki to XYZ. The intention is sent. You dial the number. You receive that intention. You answering the phone, being like, yes, I accept this phone call, I'm going to speak, creates that connection between the two phones so that that energy can be transferred. That's how Reiki by distance works. So if you have the screen on, if you have the screen off, it doesn't make a difference. The visual aid is helpful for some people because it feels like they can connect to it more, but it's not necessary. Yeah, I do get some benefits from the Reiki by virtue of channeling it. By virtue of channeling the Reiki, I do feel calmer. I have to be open as a channel when I'm channeling Reiki. So I am pulling the energy down and I'm able to feel it kind of help healing myself as well, right? By virtue of sending the Reiki to others. have not tried the gold vein meditation. I don't actually. I might have tried something similar. Yeah. It also comes with an awareness that, you know, what other people think or what other people say does not change who I am and does not change what I do. So their opinions don't really matter. So if a troll says something, you know, it's not. They're entitled to think whatever it is that they would like to think. That's completely okay. Um, I have no desire to change or control that. Right? They are free to think what they want to think. It doesn't change what I do, and it doesn't change who I am, and it doesn't change how I feel about what it is that I do and what I believe in what I do. Hi, Joe. And that's the same for anyone, right? When you see people come in and they make, you know, whatever comment they want to make, remind yourself that what you feel of yourself and how you believe in yourself and what it is that drives you, that's all that matters. And if what they say aligns with what you do, then fantastic. And if what they say doesn't align with what you do, you can let it go. Oh, I love that. I have a bunch of homies sending good vibes. Yeah, Denny, how's it going, homie? Somebody came in with a headache. Denny. I love that, Brayden. That's wonderful. Something going on in someone's ear as well. Feeling a lot of tension. Right there. Birds are beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad that you feel better, Teresa. I know. I'm so lucky. Ouch. I feel it a little bit in my body. That's how I'm guided to heal. Is I feel people's imbalances, and I feel people's kind of aches and pains in my own body, and that's how I'm directed in my healing. But it's rarely overwhelming. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifts. I'm getting a little bit cold. I don't really. Hello, how are you, my love? Oh, I'm so glad that you feel better, Raiden. Yeah, I've never experienced that, Deontay. You're very welcome, Herman. How'd I know I was a healer? Took me a while. I've always been drawn to healing people. I've always been drawn to taking away people's pain, rather. I've always been drawn to making people feel better. I used to do it by making them smile, by making them feel seen. And then I realized more and more as I kind of started discovering myself that I connected very deeply with the concept of energy and meditation, and I really realized how powerful that would be in healing other people. So it kind of fell in my lap. I got my dress at a thrift shop. It looks homemade. I don't know if that's a compliment or if it's sometimes I get very overwhelmed in big crowds. Like very, very overwhelmed. Hi, Ruda. How are you, my love? Yeah, it can help your headache. I know that there's someone in here who had a headache who's feeling better, so. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about being a bad vibe for people. Oftentimes, when you're absorbing other people's energies, it's because your light shines brightly. How are you, my beautiful Ruda? You'd be so proud of me and how much water I've had today. Also, for those of you who are in here, please make sure that you're hydrating regularly. Energy work. Energy work is important to be hydrated, to allow the energies to flow more naturally through our bodies, to allow our bodies to be able to sustain the amount of energy that's coming through. Hi, how are you, Mira? How are you, my love? It's so nice to see you. Yeah, please drink some water. I might not be able to be on for very much longer because I'm getting a little bit cold. Water and sleep. 10 out of 10. Oh, my bird noises are coming out of a speaker. I'm sorry, love. Yeah, on water, but not on sleep yet. Legit. Yeah, it's going to be a live recording of birds, right? But they are coming out of a speaker. Between your birds and mine out here. Your cat is very confused. That's so funny. Okay, that's very cool, Deontay. Can be a thing. It depends on what kind of bird. I think I'm gonna wrap up the energy. I'm getting a little sleepy. Um, getting a little sleepy. So I'm sending this energy down into Mother Earth, helping us ground. Taking a beautiful, nice, deep breath in. And letting it out. And another deep breath in through the nose. And let it out. Thanking the Reiki energy for the healing that has taken place today. Thanking all those energies that came through today to aid in the healing and to protect our energy. And sealing it off for it to continue for as long as is needed for you. Please be aware that you may feel the effects of the Reiki for 48 to 72 hours after the healing. It's very important to drink a lot of water to support your body in being able to channel these energies through and allowing these energies to course through. So do drink a lot of water. Try to eat healthy food. Support your body in being able to harness these beautiful high vibrational energies, allowing our bodies to purge that which doesn't serve us anymore. And thank you very much for joining me. For those of you who are interested in booking a Reiki session with me, there is a link in my link tree to do so if you would like a personal session. I offer half-hour-long sessions and I offer hour-long sessions. And I do post my replays to my YouTube channel, so if you would like to have a bit of a Reiki pick-me-up, you'd like to watch my replays, subscribe to my YouTube. It's Reiki with Salome on YouTube, so there's a link in my link tree for that as well. And if you are looking for a beautiful community and kind of a guided membership, I have with a Claire Mindset, so Juliana and Deb Merced, we have our beautiful self-care membership called the Claire Mind Body Soul. So it's really a program or a membership program to focus on harmonizing your mind, your body, and soul. We offer monthly events, we have weekly talks, we have weekly energy forecasts, we have discounts on our services and our classes as well, if that's something that you are interested in. And the first 2 weeks are free, so you can try out the first 2 weeks and see if it's for you. Of course, you are able to sign up for events even if you are not part of the Claire Mind Body Soul. It's just that the event costs $33. So it may be something to look into if that's something that piques your fancy. Sometimes we do card pulls. Sometimes we do Reiki. Sometimes we do quantum healing. Juliana's a medium, so she may do mediumship. Lots of great stuff. And then there's also the Thin Line on Facebook if you're just looking for a general community to share your gifts with. Really beautiful people on there, really supportive. Great place to practice your skills, great place to start practicing your clairs, and if you have services that you want to offer, you can kind of get yourself out there. So the Thin Line on Facebook is a very beautiful space for that as well. Thank you, Ruda. I'm going to bring y'all closer to me, if I can, so I can read your beautiful comments. Yes, please email me, Tree. And thank you, everyone, for all of the beautiful gifts, all of the love and the support that you share in here, supporting each other. What really makes this space special is not because I'm here, but it's because we all found each other in this beautiful energetic space. We all heal each other in very subtle ways. So thank you for taking this time for yourself to really share in this beautiful energy. Thank you for being here for all of us who were able to witness you and engage with you. You are so special, you are so deserving, and you are so magical in your own way. I am a conduit of sorts, but really we all heal ourselves. We all have this innate ability, this beautiful, magical, powerful ability to heal ourselves. All the Reiki does is it helps loosen up some stuff that's been stuck for a while so that your body can continue healing on its own. You have that ability within you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your light. Thank you for sharing your kindness and your compassion and your gifts. You are what makes this special. I love this dress as well. So thank you for honoring me, and thank you for the honor of being in your space. It's a truly beautiful thing, so I'm very grateful for it. So of course, if you ever have any questions, you are more than welcome to send me an email. My email address is in my link tree in my bio as well. It's reikiwithsalome@gmail.com. So please send me an email if you ever have any questions, and I'll do my best to reply as quick as I can. Otherwise, I haven't been on live as frequently as I used to be, just because I've been very, very busy in the summer. Summer is a very busy time, so you might see me a little bit less frequently than you're used to. So do utilize those YouTube replays that I have. If you're really hurting for you need some peace, you need some calm, you need some chill. I do post these on my YouTube. Be aware that I don't edit them, so there will be some chitter chatter and there may be some like impromptu things happening here and there. Would I ever do Twitch? Honestly, probably not. Just because I'm just not familiar enough with it. So it's just another thing that I just can't wrap my head around. So likely I probably wouldn't do Twitch. Yes, the Reiki still works if it's pre-recorded. Energy is not restricted to time and space. Energy is infinite. Okay. So just because you're watching a recording, the energy is still present because the energy works through the intention. So even if it's already happened in the past, again, time and space as we understand it is not a thing. Time and space as we understand it is simply a human concept so that we can make sense of what we're experiencing in the present moment, so that we can make sense of the things that we've gone through and the things that we've experienced. So if it's pre-recorded, it doesn't really make a difference that the energy is still there. The energy transfer is still there. Yeah, but TikTok's been working for me quite well. So I'm quite comfortable with just TikTok. I think Twitch is just, it's not necessary for me right now. Oh, phew. Sorry. Anyways, my loves, it's exactly right. So I think I'm gonna go, because I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, exactly. So you can send Reiki. This is another thing you'll learn when you, if you take a class with me. Another thing you'll learn is energy banking. So you can send energy to a future version of yourself. You can send Reiki to a future event. So that when you get into that moment where you feel like you're going to need the extra energy boost, you will be receptive to it at that time because you're really communicating with your higher self, right? Which is an infinite being. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do to with the Reiki energy. Good night, everyone. Good night, David. Good night, Ruda. Good night, all of you beautiful, beautiful people. Tree and Braden and Deegan and Aaron. All the ins. Deontay. I think Jonathan's gone. I love you all. I'm going to snoozle. Good night, Ted. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of the beautiful words and gifts. Thank you. I always dream super cool dreams. All right. Love you all.